Greetings and welcome to another episode of Trippy Food and another installment of Hot Noods. We have a little bit of everything here today, including Doodle. Here's Doodle. Hi, Doodle. So we're going to have four different, I guess some of these can't really be called noodles, but we're going to put them in that category anyway. So the first one we're going to do Nissin Cup Noodle Seafood. Now, the thing that I love about this is it actually contains seafood. So the ingredients: enriched flour, palm oil, dried cabbage, salt, giant calamari, yeast extract, baker's yeast, beta-carotene, color, calcium carbonate, you know, all the fun stuff, carmine color, there's bugs, chicken fat, which is cool, concentrated chicken broth, which is cool, concentrated green cabbage, corn syrup solids, dehydrated soy sauce, dried fish protein, pollock and or Pacific whiting, dried green onion, egg white, egg yolk, garlic powder. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Powdered carrot juice, powdered chicken rice. Yeah, awesome stuff in here. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's gonna actually taste like seafood. Nothing artificial in there. I will tell you before we start that usually when I'm making these instant noodles, that I'm adding chicken broth. So I do half chicken broth, half water. But those are usually in the chicken flavored ones. Like the really, really hot, spicy ones that are chicken flavored, they usually add half chicken broth, half water. None of these are chicken flavored or chicken based, artificial chicken based, so I'm not gonna add it. This next one we're doing is Lucky Me, made for export. Lucky Me! It's Bulalo instant oriental noodle soup. It doesn't really have any kind of seasoning in it, but the ingredients are to add seasoning and garnish. Now, there's no seasoning or garnish in here. I'm gonna add my own. I have some Chinese 5 spice that'll add to that. If you don't know what Chinese 5 spices are, it can vary, but it's usually 5 spices put together used in Chinese cuisine. This one has cinnamon, star anise, fennel, ginger, cloves, white pepper, and licorice root. The cool thing about doing all these is they all usually, sometimes they take different times to make. These all take 3 minutes. Pour the boiling water in, you're done in 3 minutes. So that's kind of cool. We can all do them all at the same time. And then it's just stir, so you don't have to drain any of these. Usually draining them is what takes a lot of time, is you have to drain them. We don't have to drain any of these. This one is really interesting. I think the brand is MTR, and this is 3-minute breakfast poha. So what is this? This is a product of India, and it looks like it's rice-based. It is savory beaten rice with peanuts. Oh, those poor beaten rice. With peanuts, rice batus. Oh no, I'm sorry, the other one is another language. But this is a product of India. The process is going to be the same on this one, except this one tells you to take out the package, fill it with water, then put the package back in, which is different than the other ones. And then last, and we hope not least, is Tapatio ramen noodle soup, and this is extra spicy flavor. So we'll see if Tapatio brings the heat on this. I'm guessing they're going with the heat and not so much the Tapatio flavor, but we'll see how that goes. So, gonna do all these. We'll probably do them in this order. We'll do the spicy one last. Let me heat up my water here. Shouldn't take too long, and I'll be right back when it heats up. All right, we're boiling, we're back. So I'm gonna open these up. I'm gonna try to do them all at the same time. So that one is already, that's good. There's no packets to open up in that one. Let's see this one. There are packets to open in this one. This is dry. I'm not really sure why you don't add those in before you make them, but it's okay. We can do that. I'm trying to get these all ready at the same time. Ooh, that's really weird. So that's kind of a gray powder. I think it's supposed to be beef or artificial beef flavor. It's kind of odd. It's okay. This one, we need to, oh, sorry, I forgot to put this in. It looks like some sort of peppercorns. Maybe they're Szechuan peppercorns? All right, let's put that in there. Ooh, that's cute. They give you a little folding spoon to use. We're going to use a fork. Well, we might need to use the spoon, but we'll have it if we need it. And this I'm going to have open and ready, but we're going to put the water in first. Now, it says to the fill line. It can't possibly mean to the top, because then there won't be any room for this. Add boiling water till watermark, approximately 60 milliliters. I don't know what 60 milliliters looks like. I'm not seeing a watermark inside the cup, which is a little bit disturbing. Oh, add boiling water till here. That's way down here. Why did they put it on the outside? You can't see it on the inside. You can barely see it on the inside. All right, yeah, well, whatever. So I'm gonna open this ahead of time, have this ready. Again, odd that you would add the water first and then this, but you know, it's okay. It's fine. This is Tapatio, but this is dry. You would think being Tapatio that they would have a wet sauce. It looks like there's little pieces of carrot and maybe something else in there. Ah. Well, it's Tapatio color anyways. All right, we're all set. So, here we go. Water's hot, boiling. Let's get to work. Ooh, this, you can see it like surimi. It has actual pieces of seafood in there. That is so cool. Let's close that. Close that. That's the fill line. Let's add this. Maybe it's add and stir, I wonder. Let's see. Add boiling water, empty contents, mix well. Okay. Maybe that's why they have the spoon in there. Now, I was thinking this is going to look like rice. It doesn't look like rice. There's like little flakes in there. I do not see how this can possibly... Oh, let me do this in the meantime. Let me go ahead and add the water to the Tapatio. I can start the timer. All right, there we go. Start the timer. Three minutes. You know, if it's a little over, it's a little over. Now this is saying breakfast, so I imagine in India this is a rice breakfast. Maybe this is something, you know, I'm not familiar with this, but it's okay. Again, to me, it just doesn't seem like there's enough water in there for all this noodles slash rice slash flaky whatever. But you know, it's okay. That's what they say to do. That's what we're gonna do. Three minutes. Now, I smell the fish from that, or the seafood. Now, to me, that's a good thing, because so many of these are artificially flavored. There's actually some of these, I think it's this one is artificially flavored. This one has, it doesn't specify, oh, it says natural and artificial flavors, but there's really no meat in there, or nothing like meat-like in there. All right, so let's stir this up. Has kind of a brownish gray broth. And let's move on down the line. Ooh! So those little things that I thought looked like peppercorns, they kind of swelled up, and now they look like tiny meatballs. And maybe they're supposed to taste like, you know, beef or meatballs, but it's artificially flavored. That's also an unusual color. Let's go back to this guy. I like that this has a lid on it. So the other ones have that kind of foil, and you have to kind of hope that it makes a seal. But this one has a lid. You pop the lid on, and the lid, you know, makes it what it is. This is drier, but again, that fill line wasn't much to put the water on there. It's almost the consistency of lumpy mashed potatoes. But it's rice. All right. And now the tapatio. No big surprises here. Oh, it smells hot. You know that? Maybe you don't know that, but there's a smell, a certain smell that comes off hot foods that you immediately recognize it as hot. This is happening here. Yeah, that smells hot. All right, it's okay. So, we're gonna start this way. And we're gonna start with the Nissin seafood noodles. I'm kind of looking forward to this because I know that there's pieces of fish in here and there's pieces of squid in here. And again, so you can actually see these little pieces of surimi. These are all hot. That's hot. And I know there's pieces of squid in here. So all kinds of good stuff. I want to make sure I get enough of that in each spoonful or forkful. There we go. That's really nice. It's not, these are usually expected to be really salty. This one is not salty, not really salty at all. That's really good. It's light. It definitely has a seafood taste. And some of these, you know, you would dress them up a little bit, like maybe add some green onion to them, or, you know, maybe like this one you might want to add like smoked oysters or something like that. Something like this. But this one really doesn't need anything, you know, unless you wanted to kick up the heat a little bit, you could do that. But other than that, it really doesn't need anything. It's really nice. I mean, you know, I wouldn't pay $20 for this cup of noodles, but you know, for a quick, easy thing with actual seafood taste and actual seafood in it, that's a thumbs up. Thumbs up on that one. Now let's try our Bulalo instant Oriental noodle soup, artificial beef and bone marrow flavored, with this tiny little meatballs. Make sure I get enough of they're rolling all over the place. My little fake meatballs. Here we go. Interesting smell. The noodles are nice. It's close proximity to beef. Has a kind of, it's very savory, has that texture. Now, I could spice that up a little bit of Chinese spice. Let's try that. I just love that smell. And a little of that goes a long way. Trust me. So they don't give you a lot of those little meatballs though. All right, let's try this now. There we go. Better, but it's not bad. I'm gonna say, you know, if they made it real beef flavor, that would be like a solid thumbs up. It's pretty good though. I'm gonna give it like a thumbs partially up, thumbs partially down, you know, like in the middle trending upward or upwards trending downward, however you want to say that. It's pretty good though. That's worth it. Let's try the Indian rice breakfast dish. There's something like onion, like the texture of onion. And it has some nice fragrant spices to it. It is the texture of stovetop stuffing. There's all sorts of little vegetable bits in there. and you can taste them. Looks like there's a tiny chickpea in there. There's something green and leafy. That's nice too. I don't know that it needs anything else. That's a thumbs up. Now, let's go for the Tapatio. Had a chance to sit here, stir it up a little bit. Whatever those things that look like carrots are, there's only a couple in there. Unless everything's on the bottom. But it does have that hot smell. All right, let's try this. Here we go. Now, on the label, it says hottest. It has a creeping heat, so it kind of creeps up. You don't get it on the first bite or the first mouthful, and then it comes in afterwards. It's almost, I mean, there's not really much flavor to that heat, so it's almost like an extract. Like maybe they heat it with extract or something. It doesn't have that chili flavor. I like the noodles. The noodles are good. Oh, here's what I'm gonna do. It says Tapatio. I'm not tasting Tapatio. I'm gonna actually put some Tapatio hot sauce in there. It's already hot, so I don't think this is gonna make it hotter. Because Tapatio hot sauce is, you know, I don't want to say mild, but it's not, you know, really dangerous hot. So this should, I'm expecting this to add Tapatio flavor to it. You know how it smells different already. I'm expecting it to add Tapatio flavor, but not necessarily add heat. Because like I said, it's already as hot enough as it is. Here we go. That's a little better. Tapatio, again, it's a vinegar-based hot sauce. So that adds that tanginess from the vinegar to the soup, and I think it improves it. So it'd be nice if it had that. I don't know how you do that with a dry mix. Maybe it's difficult to do that with a dry mix. So there we go. So let me see. I'm going to rate this in order of favorites. Well, it's probably in that order. I mean, it probably goes in this order. This was really good. I like the fact that it has that seafood taste, and it's not artificial. It's really nice. It doesn't really need anything else. I like this. Well, you know what? I'm going to move this over here. This is a nice light, you know, they say breakfast. I've never had something like this for breakfast. Nice blend of spices and everything, really nice. This one, if they could kick the beef flavor up or maybe add actual beef flavor in that would be really nice, but also good. I mean, this is dead last because, again, the Tapatio name's on it, the Tapatio flavor, not so much. You know, you can remedy that by putting Tapatio in it, but you know, what's the point? And again, maybe it's because it's liquid and not a dry. So there we go. This order, all really good. All really good. None of them that I would say like, yeah, I'll give that a pass. But here's what we're gonna do. We are going to see what these all taste like together. So we have a little of these noodles and some of the seafood bits, if I can find those. There we go. There's some. You got a piece of that surimi. There we go. The elusive surimi. Then let's add some of this. Then our fake meat soup. If I can find some of those meatballs. And I can't. Looks like there wasn't many. Oh, there it is. There they are. Okay. Let's add that. Here's what I do with that spoon. Let me get some of the spoon. Some little tiny fake meatballs. That ought to be enough. Add some of this broth. Add some of this broth. Let's get some of the Tapatio noodles in there. Really no solids to add in there. That ought to work. Some of this broth. I feel like a mad scientist. This one's really the only one that's spicy. The other ones aren't really spicy. And that's okay. They do have good flavor, so it's all right. Mix this up. I don't know how that rice breakfasty thing is going to mix in with it, but we haven't done this before on Hot Noods, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't. All right, there's our little combo there. Let's try this. See what that tastes like. It's spicy. I don't know which of the noodles I got, but they're not. Maybe because they've been sitting in hot liquid for a while and they've had a chance to kind of get a little bit mushy. The the spices in the Indian one, the little rice one, they kind of disappear a little bit. It's not bad. It's a decent combo, but it doesn't really, nothing shines. So it's not really worth putting those together, but but it's worth a shot anyways. You get these in a variety of places. I think I got most of them at Ralph's, which is our local Kroger store. I might have gotten one of these or one or two of these at Hawaii Supermarket, which is our big local Asian grocery store. Look around for them, try them. If you tried something else that you thought was interesting that we haven't tried, let us know. Let us know what it is. We'll see if we can get it and everything. But if you tried any of these, or all of these, let me know down in the comments what you thought of it. But remember that it's a crazy world out there, so please be careful. Please take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for checking out Trippy Food. If you enjoyed watching that video half as much as I did making it, well then I enjoyed it twice as much as you did. And if that's the case, you'll probably like this video right here. And if not, check out this video right here. That one's a little bit different. Either way, leave a comment down below. And be sure to subscribe by clicking on the Trippy Food icon right here. Glad you could make it, and we hope to see you again soon.